Hi guys, welcome back to Fiery Love 1111. I'm here to do a reading for you. I'm not doing it live. I want to just take my time and be able to go over this reading with you. This is I'm not really sure what I'm going to title it. Probably Shift in Consciousness, because from the little, well, and soul's growth, it's a lot of soul's growth that's going on in the collective. And like this is just from looking at the Tarot of Sexual Magic. The meanings I'm picking up from these cards really are showing a lot of soul growth and working through a lot of karma. There's just a ton of messages coming through. So I mean, I just looked at, the opening message and the first cards, and then I thought, you know what, I just have to get into it because I want you guys to experience this with me as I go through this. And just to let you know, these cards that all came out, how I worked that, which it does take a little bit of time, and I didn't want to do that on camera, but I just lay them out, spread them all out, and what I do is I pick them up by the vibration that they're holding. And so each card, like, I've told you guys this probably many times, like it'll feel thicker, or it'll feel heavier, or it'll feel lighter. It'll just actually call to me, and so I'll pick it up. And that's what I did with these cards. And then when I laid them out, they actually show a succession of growth. And it's so freaking crazy cool that I really wanted to get right into it and share it with you guys and just show you how this growth is happening with this this group of souls that I'm tapping into. So if any of these messages resonate with you, then you are in this group, okay? Just bear this in mind. And if none of these messages resonate, then you're not in the soul group, okay? But if even just one or two of these messages resonate with you, you recognize, or it just calls to you, maybe you don't even recognize that you're doing this soul growth, but it calls to you, then you are in the soul group, okay? So just bear this in mind, keep this in mind. And then it'll help you understand, okay? Because a lot of times, I want to just kind of explain this too. A lot of times we don't even know that we're growing. We don't even recognize that we're doing this soul growth, even when we're struggling, okay? Even when we're struggling in our ego, we're struggling with the things that we know are right or wrong. If we're sitting in that darkness and we're sitting in that knowing, that is a soul growth, because all it takes is to recognize it. Once you get that recognition, once your higher self and your soul recognizes this, then you can transcend it. You can push past it and grow. And that's all it takes. It's not a lot of work. It's not a lot of mystery to this. You just take that knowing, take that recognition, and you can let it go, okay? So, and a lot of people are going through this. There's this huge collective soul group that is going through this right now. So don't ever think if you're struggling that you're not growing, because you truly are, okay? I do this every single day. There's something that will rise up in me. I'll realize I'm struggling with it, and as long as I recognize it, that is a soul growth, because when you recognize it, then you can push past it. You can totally push past that. You can recognize it for what it is and let it go. Or just recognize it for what it is and say, okay, this is the type of person that I am. This is how I am. Maybe I can't change, but I can recognize and love myself still for who I am. That is a growth, okay? You don't have to recognize every darkness bit in you and get rid of it, right? That doesn't necessarily mean your soul is growing. You can take a knowing that you have within yourself, a darkness, recognize it, and still love yourself for it. That's soul growth. That's soul growth too. When you can recognize a darkness in you and say, you know what? at least I recognize it, and I can still love myself for who I am. That is huge soul growth. Okay, so just bear this in mind, and try, as Spirit guides us, try not to be so hard on yourself, because our guides, our loving spirit guides, angel guides, guardian angels, however you want to call it, our ancestors, if you want to call it that way, they love us. They love us unconditionally. So why not, Spirit as asking, why not love yourself unconditionally? Because we love you unconditionally. We're not judging you. Spirit never judges. The universe will never judge us. We are our own judgers. We are our own judgment. Okay, so when you can recognize that, it really takes this huge weight off of our shoulders when we can look past that and say okay with it, and just be okay with it. Just be okay with that and sit with that darkness, and then eventually it might just go away, and then you never have to worry about it again, So Spirit's really opening with this message of love to say, really don't be hard on yourself, because we love you no matter what. We fucking love you no matter what, Spirit says. The universe says, however you want to call it. Some people go, well, what does Spirit mean? Who is Spirit, Tessa? And I say, that's the universe. I call it Spirit because it's the easiest way to say it, but it's the universe. It's the energy that made us, loves us for who we are, unconditionally. So why not do the same for ourselves? Why not honor ourselves and love ourselves for this? Because we're not perfect. That's why we're here. So why not love ourselves too? So that's an opening message. I don't know where this came from, honestly, but hopefully somebody gets that out there and appreciates that message. But let's just get into it. I want to show you, this is all the cards I pulled. I don't know if you can see them all. So there's this whole rows. This is the opening message, and I'll go over that with you. And then I'm just going to kind of show you. I want to try to show you as best as I can. I might have to move it back a little bit. And sorry for this little shadow right there. I don't know where that's coming from. But anyway, so this starts off, this is an Ace of Pentacles. This is the opening message, a beginning, okay? So this is a beginning, and then it goes to Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Literally, this is the cards that I pulled out, and I didn't pull them out in all this order, but these are the energy I pulled, right? Okay, so these are the cards that were calling me. This is what we're working on. This is the energy we're working on. And so when I pull that, that's why, okay? And then I pulled the Seven of Pentacles, an Eight of Swords, an Eight of Wands, and then it grows to the Nine of Pentacles. This is a ton of Pentacles energy, right? It's stability, it's soul growth, it's just freaking amazing. It's to me, stability, a commitment to ourselves, okay? And it can be a 3D energy of wealth and prosperity and stuff, but it's also wealth and prosperity within ourselves, okay? It's a commitment to ourselves, and it's a commitment to our soul connection, that we are not giving up on each other. This is what I see before I even look at the cards. It's a commitment to each other, a fighting for each other, and it's huge, okay? So then it goes from Nine of Pentacles to Nine of Wands, and then a Knave of Chalices, and then a Knight of Wands, and then a King of Pentacles, Justice, Judgment, and the Sun. That's how they all came out. It's freaking amazing, and I haven't even gotten into the clarification of these messages, okay? But it's huge soul growth that's going on. So the first card that came up is the Ace of Pentacles along with Abundance. Well, actually, I'm going to start off with the opening message. The opening message from Spirit is stabbed in the back, okay? And what this message means is that, I'm just going to move this back so I can kind of show you. What this message means is the stabbed in the back energy is past energies, okay? This is a past energy that we have brought into this life about you know, with all the heartbreak, pain, separation, deception that we have brought forth from past lives, okay, this is the starting opening message of what our souls know we have to work on, okay? It's very simple, you know, straightforward opening message, okay? And then, so here, this next message comes up, and this is the Ace of Pentacles and the abundance, okay? So what this message shows me immediately is as soon as these soul connections happened, which is the very first meeting, okay, the very first meeting of souls, you know, in the 3D world, I mean, when we finally met our soul connection, twin flame, however you want to call it, we made a commitment to ourselves of abundance. There was an abundance, an awakening of gratitude, bliss, abundance. It was like finding our other halves. That's what it is. It's finding our other halves, finding the other half of ourselves that complete us. This is how it started. This is how it all started. There was immediate flowing in of gratitude and bliss and abundance and contentment and such like it's such a beautiful energy of love. Everything that we've ever wanted was in our other half when we met. See how content they are? Look at this up close. Look how content they are. It's Ace of Pentacles. It was everything they've always wanted, they found within each other. Okay? And this is that abundance that just, oh my God, I finally found my other half. I found my perfect counterpart, my perfect soul connection, my perfect soulmate, soul connection, twin flame, however you want to call it. It's a soul connection, okay? So the first person that comes to your mind when you watch this is who this is for, and this is who it's about, okay? So keep this in mind. This is an opening. But then all of a sudden we go to the Two of Pentacles, okay? So then this is what happens. Because we make this commitment and have this abundance to ourselves, we also make a promise to ourselves, okay? We make a promise to ourselves to fix this past energies. It's an unconscious or very subconscious energy that flows in that we know we're going to fix. We're going to fix because we have this beautiful love and abundance within ourselves and for each other, right? Okay, so keep that in mind. So then look at this. All of a sudden there's this strife. There's this breaking apart energy with this Two of Pentacles breaking apart, you know, explaining, falling apart because karmic relationships have stepped in. Karmic relationships have had to step in in order to get released, okay? And karmic relationship doesn't, now a lot of people get triggered with that word because they think, oh, you know, they were having an affair. She was having an affair. He was having an affair. He's fucking around. I mean, sorry, I shouldn't swear, but like that's just the energy that's coming in, sorry. You know what I mean? But that doesn't necessarily mean it's another person as in they're dating them. It could be a soul connection as in a mom, a dad, an uncle, a brother, sister, any, you know, a friend that comes in to get fixed between the parties, okay? So, you know, there's triggers, torment, turmoil, lessons. The karmic relationships had to come in order for them to get fixed and get cleared out, in order for this to stay pure, to stay as pure and divinely connected as they are, right? So, and this happened on both. I'm seeing this energy with both counterparts. It wasn't just him explaining it to her, you know, he messed up and she's perfect, right? It's nothing like that. It's back and forth. It's both energies. They both messed up. Not messed up, but I don't want to say messed up because that's not a good word to use, because no one ever messes up. There's no mistakes, you know. It happened on both levels. So see the golden mirror? That's happening on both levels. They both had karmic relationships appear in their lives in order to get cleared up and fixed, okay? So that's the second one. And then I'm probably going to go a little bit fast here. I don't want to make this... Sorry, I dropped a card. I don't want to make this reading like an hour and a half or whatever, so I'm just going to try to go through it really quick. So then, okay, now this is like, all this bottom row is past energies, okay? It's all from the past. It's already happened, all right? And the middle one is pretty much the, maybe a little bit of past, a little bit of present, and then the top one is present and future, okay? So those are possibilities. There's never a positive, you know, we can never say what the future holds. And anybody that ever says they can tell you what the future holds is a liar, because we all have free will to change at any time, okay? So just keep that in mind. So then the Three of Pentacles come in, where it's another reunion. They meet up again, okay? They deal with these karmic relationships, and or are dealing with them, and then they meet up again. So that's that reminder. So the reminder keeps popping back in. These reunions of soulmates and twin flames are coming back in to remind us of how much we do love each other, how much of the contract, the soul contract that we signed in order to keep us pushing forward, okay? And it's a deep, deep, deep love. And if you've ever had a relationship with somebody that surpasses any relationship you've ever had, and it's almost otherworldly, then that's a twin flame connection. It's almost otherworldly. It's so intense and so passionate and so strong, and you know each other like the back of each other's hands. That's a twin flame relationship. So, you know, this union comes back into happening, you know, where we're reunited, reminding each other of that love that we pushing for, that we're striving for, to fix all these past energies and work through all these fears, all these issues, right? And then, you know, of course, kisses is the the clarifier, which is beautiful, you know, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. It's like falling in love again. Every time you meet, it's falling in love again. And it can't be helped. It's just this amazing energy that you've never experienced ever before in your life. It's so deep and so pure and so strong. It just can't be denied. It really cannot be denied, okay? And then we move to the Seven of Pentacles, which is, you know, again, of course, it's still, you know, evolving to the next phase. This relationship, this total love and trust. This energy is coming through, complete soul trust in each other, because they are each other's other half. It's the same energy. It's such a deep love and contentment and trust, right? So the butterfly is all about evolving, transitioning to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth, right? Because that's just how beautiful that energy is. You know, no one else does this for each other like we do, right? There's nobody else that can do that. There's such deep inner trust and love. They can't help but be soul, like have soul growth here. This transition, this healing the inner child, all of it, because that's what we do for each other, right? That's what we totally do. And then here's the Eight of Swords, right? So then this comes in. This comes in because you're going back to, you know, all these past energies are like burning up from inside, right? All these past fears and ego and pride and afraid to fall in love and afraid to see how he's holding himself up from her. And she's like looking away. She's not even looking at him. She's looking at the devil in the mirror, right? She's not looking at him. She's looking at the devil in the mirror. And he's not completely holding her. He's holding himself up from her. So here, all of a sudden, bam, here's this separation, right? There's a huge separation where karma steps in and says, look, there's these fears you guys are going to see in each other, and you're going to get them fixed, right? And that's the photograph. That's the complete mirroring of each other, you know, because they're pushing each other away, because they see this in each other, because they see this in themselves. They're bringing it out in themselves. Okay, so this is how Spirit's trying to show me. As mirrors, as twin flames, it's a mirroring effect. You know, she shows him all his fears, and he shows her all her fears, and then it's a separation because you get those fears slapped right in your face, and Karma says, hey, look, check this out, you haven't healed this yet, you know, you haven't healed this, dude. And boom, all of a sudden it's a reflection, a photograph, you know, reflecting of each other, of what we still need to heal, right? So then there's this huge separation for many months, and it's missing. You know, as the same time that all these energies are going on and all these fears are trying to be healed, they'll miss each other. They still love each other, right? But it's bringing up all those old fears that make us run from each other, okay? So that's all this still in this past energy. And then the last past energy that came up is the Eight of Wands, which is another reunion, right? Wow, look at that. And then the clarifying is love again. You get reunited again, reminding each other of the abundance of the love, that deep soul love, that love, and, you know, very powerful sexual energy is in all these cards too, that, you know, no one can do for you. No one can do for me like you do for me. Like, it's that kind of energy. You know, he feels that way and she feels that way. Like, wow, no one can touch me like you touch me. That's what they both feel for each other. It's just this amazing, beautiful, abundant energy of love, of anything that's, you know, unlimited possibilities, Spirit showing me, right? That's complete, as how unconditional love and the oneness, they feel whole, they feel complete, right? So you go back and forth, separation, reunion, separation, reunion. This is all what's in the past, okay? So this is all has already transpired, all right? And then we grow from the Eight of Wands to the Nine of Pentacles, and here we go, boom, right? So this energy of, you know, all of a sudden another powerful energy pops up of the ego and the pride and not, it's just, wow, look at this. Look at the clarifiers. Twin flames, okay? Wow. So twin flames, and then Cameron. You see what he's doing, how he's cutting her hair? He's taking a piece of her hair, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So he just can't let her go. He can't let her go. It's this energy that's happened with the Divine Masculines, where regardless of whether they're working through their egos and their prides, these Divine Masculines just cannot let these feminines go. They're, oh, it's just so intensely, not just erotic, but like, you know me more than anybody else has ever known me. I can't let you go. So I'm going to have this keepsake of you. I'm going to keep you. I'm going to keep you around. That's what this energy is. I'm going to keep you around however I can, okay? So that clarifying, these are all what's happening with the twin flames, okay? It's all twin flame energy. So he'll do whatever it takes, whether it's taking a cut of her hair, keeping photographs around, you know, camera looks to me like spying, even perception, you know, all these different energies are coming through because they just can't let them go, okay? So this is the now energy, the present energy that's being worked through. And then we jump to the Nine of Wands, where it's the, you know, it's the reunion again, right? So they hook back up again. And here it is, you remind me so much of me. You remind me so much of the things that I'm not perfect about. You know, this is the conversations they're having with each other when they reunite again. And here the cards, welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together. So this is what's happening right now. It can't be helped. It's an energetic pull. It's magnetic. It's like attracts like. So there's not a way to, it's energy, okay? So it always will just, when you get to that point, Spirit says, where you start to see that this other person is the one that's also helping you grow. It's a magnetic attraction, okay? It's a magnetic attraction because you realize they're realizing that when they look at each other, they're not enemies. They're not enemies. That's an unconditional love between the two of them. And it's just huge. It's huge. So there's this opening up of love. Your heart, this heart is opening up, breaking open wide with this pure love and wanting to just talk and converse and you know, getting together and just welcoming love into your heart, Spirit says. That's what this energy all is. It's welcoming of love. This is what's being worked on too right now. This is the present moment energy, okay? And then you jump into the Knave of Pentacles. So this is, even though he's struggling, he's growing. The soul's growth is still there. It's a struggle, but it's still there, okay? It's still growing. It's still happening because he's recognizing this, okay? This is recognition. Even though there's anger here. See how close? You know, there's anger here. It's throwing shit down and tearing papers up and blah, right? But that doesn't mean you're going backwards. You're growing because he's seeing all this. He's seeing all this within himself, and she's seeing that within herself, okay? It's a divine masculine energy that they're seeing within each other about this soul growth. And yeah, see, the clarification is seduction. So attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. Look at this, okay? So look at this, how this clarifies this card. See in the background? Another man and another woman dancing in the moonlight, right? Well, he sees this. He has let her go because of his sitting in like an ego and pride, right? And he sees this, and he's afraid of losing her. So he's like, well, how can I do this? How can I can't just keep sitting in my ego and pride and watch her walk away. I can't do this, right? So this third party interference is an energy of coming in and recognizing what we're doing to sabotage ourselves, okay? Sometimes it's not another person. It's us sabotaging ourselves. This is an energy that's being worked on right now because this seduction, this love, this you know, this, it can't be helped, okay? It can't be helped. This attraction is working together. And so starting to see what the third party interference is interfering with our own fucking growth. It's letting our pride get in the way, letting our ego get in the way, and just all the dumb talk that we do to ourselves to talk ourselves out of this beautiful bliss. He's seeing that. See, it's a moon dancing in the, it's dancing in the moon is seeing him. This is the deep, deep soul energy that's being made aware, okay? It's coming out and being made aware in that 3D world energy, okay? And this is all being worked on. This seduction, this attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, it's all right there. It's right there because it just can't be helped. It's so magnetic. It's very sexually magnetic too. And it can't be resisted almost. It's so freaking, it can be resisted. It's magnetic, okay? So this is all what's going on right now. And then here we grow it from the knave to the knight, right? So he sees her as this one that is his other half. There's nobody that's ever understood me like she has, and she says that about him, right? Look at how she's leaning back on him, and he's leaning forward towards her. It's very, very magnetic because they know you're my other half. You get me. You get me. You just get me. Spirit keeps saying, you just get me. You know, so there's this love, and the horse isn't prancing. He's not running. He's just slowly, just walking along, just trotting along, because you know what? He wants to take his time because they're just enjoying themselves. They're enjoying the bliss of each other. You know, it's just beautiful, beautiful, accepting bliss of each other. Okay, and then, you know, you just have this, well, and then the clarifier, though, also comes up with an addiction. It's obsession, possession, controlling. You know, this is the energy that's being worked through. That's what Spirit's showing me, okay? The addiction, the obsession, all these energies are actually being worked through as we merge, as they get together, as they realize that this love is there. These energies, those darker energies, still are showing up because it's still something that's being worked through. Okay, it's still something that's trying to get cleared out of our energetic bodies. All right. So, so there's that. And then, hold on, I just want to move some of these cards because my arms are sticking to them. Okay, so then we work up to the next one is now this growth. So this next one is, sorry, I got something pop up on my camera. So the last one, this is future energies and also what's being worked on right now. Okay, so it's, here, I'll just move them down so you can see these. Okay, so here's the 4 piles, and then this is the ending message from Spirit. This is what I have left. So this is the energies that's being worked on. Now we go from the Knave. Okay, so we went from the Knave to the Knight, and now we're at the King, right? So there's energies that's growing, 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 surpassing all our old energies, surpassing all our old fears, our old energies, pushing through that. So, you know, Spirit showing me very strongly, pushing through that. Okay, so we went from the Ace, 2, 3, 7, 9 Pentacles, all growth, stability. You know, that's all. It's the energy of that promise, that deep soul promise of working through all these energies. Okay, it's a very grounded energy. It's a very promising energy. It's a very a positive soul promise energy that's being worked through. Okay, so then we get to the King of Pentacles. Here's this King coming up. He stepped up from a Knave to a Knight, and now he's a freaking King, right? So there's this energy of just, look, I am a king. I'm working through this. I can see all my darkness. I can see all my light, and I can still surpass. I can still love me for who I am, and accept me for who I am, and not put myself down. Okay. And she's just like, whoa, I've never seen you like this before. So she's kind of backing up and a little shy because he's never been like this. He's never been like, wow, that's just this powerful energy of, you know, complete and utter transformation within himself. And it's just bursting forward, right? So it's taken her a little bit back, and realizing, wow, you know, like, it's not hard to explain, but well, let's just look at the clarifiers. The clarifiers are this lightning. See, that's lightning and Cupid's arrow. Look at this. You know, the sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation, right? It's this transformation of him realizing, I can love myself for all the darkness and all the light and just be good with it. I can be good with who I am as a soul. I can be good with it, right? And Cupid's arrow is reminding us right back again, right back to the love, having faith. Love is coming. Like, it's just there. It's Cupid. Cupid is your other half, right? It's just a huge freaking energy that's coming through. And then we get to Justice. So then Justice steps in. Justice stepping in, reminding us of all these things that have been needing to get evened out. Okay, I'm just barely looking at these cards. All I can see is evening out, balancing. Justice is balancing the scales. Just if these scales don't get balanced within the soul connections, Justice will step in and do that. Justice will step in and do that because Justice can see the deeper meaning behind what we do as souls. Justice sees these things. Justice sees the fears. Justice sees everything that has to be balanced within a soul contract, and we'll fix it. So if us as soul connections don't fix it, justice steps in very lovingly. You see, she's not a bitch. She's not mean. She's not anything. You know, she's not, you know, they're loving energies, and they fix it. They fix the scales. So what they're doing is fixing this. So there was an imbalance in these relationships where somebody has not been making themselves known, that there's a love there, that there's what I'm hearing is, what I'm seeing actually is like a zipper on a mouth. Okay, I'm seeing a zipper on a mouth where somebody hasn't been speaking their truth, right? They've been hiding. They've been unable to speak the truth of this love they hold. Okay, so justice is going to come in and say, look, we're going to make this even now. We're going to take that zipper off very lovingly, but this is being done. Okay, so the love call comes in. So somebody's finally, you know, expressing love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know this energy is coming through to say, look, I've been holding back, and it's time, it's time, it's time. So justice sits there, and justice makes this, evens this energy out. She doesn't make this happen. It works all on its own. It's energy, okay? It works all on its own to even everything out. And then the passion, the insane chemistry, all that, the having fun, all that. Justice is coming in and evening this all out and fixing this between the soul connections, twin flames, all of it. Okay, justice says it's time. Justice says it's time. Okay, so this is what's happening right now, and possible future energies. It's a little bit of both. You know, it's all the same. And then judgment. Here we go. Karma. Karma's stepping in. Karma. This is the you know, the moon's happening right now. What the what was it? Not the full moon. It was the moon in Scorpio, whatever that was. You know, this was this karmic, this death and transformation. All this is happening. Judgment, karma is stepping in and fixing all these energies of what has been made, what was wrong has been made right, and vice versa. If you were owed a debt, then you will get this debt paid back to you, and vice versa. It's very much, you know, karma doesn't freaking fool around, just like judgment. You know, if things don't get fixed within our own selves, or we can't recognize that within our own souls, when spirit shows up to help us, okay, because spirit will always, the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, will always guide us and show us what needs to be done. Okay, so if we ignore that, that is ignoring karma. Okay, that's ignoring karma, and not doing the things that we're supposed to, working against it. So if we don't do that on our own, karma is just going to step in and say, hey, dude, I gave you a chance. I gave you a chance. I gave you a million chances. I gave you a million signs to do this and make it right, and now I got to step in. I'm going to do it for you. That's how karma works, okay? And here we go. What's the clarifying? You know, the endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transformation. This is the judgment. This is karma. This is karma talking. Look at this. This is karma talking, right? Karma saying, look, I like you. I love you. You know, karma is reminding us of how much we love ourselves as soul connections, and is taking away all this old bullshit energy of the karma that wasn't getting fixed. This is actually happening right now. Okay, these aren't future energies. This is happening right now, energy, because I'm tapping into it right now. So it's not a future thing. You know, this is what's happening. This coffin, death, transformation, all karma's getting fixed. Karma's getting straightened out. Karma's getting, you know, it's having its way in the world, because that's a universal law. Okay, you cannot avoid karma. You cannot bypass it. You cannot say, you know, it's not for me. Karma. If you're born into this earth plane, then you have to live with karma just like everybody else. Okay, so this is what's being transformed. Okay, this is what's being transformed. Karma's having its day, having its way, and fixing us. and fixing all these things and making us into new. It's all into new energy, okay? And what's the last card? What's the last energy? The Sun. After all this work, after all this growth, after all this justice and karma, and you know, energies have been worked through, all that struggle, right? All that struggle, we get to the Sun. This is the Sun. This is the ultimate goal. This is the ultimate everything that we've always wanted. This is the intense, unconscious energy that our souls have been pushing for, okay? Because we always want to be better than we used to be. Regardless of whether you honor this, regardless of whether you recognize this in your soul, okay? You don't even have to be awakened. You don't have to have this knowledge, you know, 3D knowledge of it. We always try to work better and be better than we used to be. And this is it. This is what's going on right now. Look at this. And then talking, conversing more, awaited message arrive. This is hey, this is I miss you energy. This is I love you energy. This is you are the one energy. This is what's happening right now. Okay, it's all those breaking away of old paradigms. It just doesn't work anymore. You know, karma and justice are coming in and they're saying, you know, this energy doesn't work anymore. This fake, you know, karma and judgment are saying, you know, it doesn't work anymore. The faking it energy, it's faking it. You know, I won't have it, justice says. And karma says, I won't have it. You know, this is a time to be real. This is the time of change. This is the time of awakening and change. Real, hardcore change is going on in the universe right now, on this earth plane right now. And it's just, they're going to have their way and they're going to have their say. And it's just all getting cleared up, right? Because it can't be, there's no more fake. The fake is burning away. This, right, you know, all that. The fake is burning away. It's going away. It's not coming around because the realness of what our souls are is bursting forward. It's bursting out. This breaking away, just taking the shell and breaking apart and throwing that shit away. You know, it doesn't do us any good. It doesn't serve us. Justice and karma are showing us that shit does not serve our souls. And it is not doing us any good anymore. Let's get rid of that. You know, it's burning it away and it's boom. This is who I am. This is the real me. It's finding that inner strength within ourselves and seeing our souls as so much more. That's what's happening right now in the world. And if any of this messages clarify and you connect with this and you really feel this energy within you, that this burning up of bullshit, okay, like, you know, karma and justice are like, if you feel any kind of burning up of bullshit, then you're in this group. You are in this soul connection. You are in this group of souls that I'm talking about, right? And it's just like, boom, here, you know, I'm telling you my truth. This talking energy is saying the truth, because it just can't be helped. It can't be buried down anymore. It can't be buried and just, you know, kicked dirt over and ignored anymore. The sun is everything we've ever wanted, bursting out of our souls and being who we truly are. And just burning away the shit that doesn't serve us. Karma and justice are sitting right here. Karma and justice are sitting right here and saying, boom. That shit don't serve your soul anymore. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. So whatever that energy is, that's what's bursting forward. And then the last message, let's see. Wow, look at that. The last one that came up, you know, actually, no, that was with the sun. Okay, that was with the sun because the last energy is from spirits right here. I haven't turned this over. So yeah, talking and wedding rings. Look at that. That's the two that are with the sun. That is with the sun. Look at that. Wedding rings. It's the union. It's soul connections, knowing it's eternal love, everlasting promise. So do you see how this energy cannot coincide, it cannot reside with bullshit energy? It can't. It's not on the same energetic level. It's not in the same vibration. this union energy, this union of ourselves and union of each other cannot happen when there's this bullshit energy residing in ourselves. So karma and justice are stepping in and getting rid of that. Getting rid of that bullshit energy, because the unions are here. Their unions are here. Okay, it's 5D energy, that's unions. 3D energies are unions. It's all coming together. Okay, that's what's happening right now. That's what's happening right now. The unions within ourselves brings these unions within each other. Brings that. It's energy. It's very magnetic. It can't be anything else other than this. Okay? It's the sun's energy. It's like attracts like, Spirit says. It's like attracts like. You know? When you get rid of the bullshit, all you have left is everything that's good. Everything that you've always fucking wanted. Everything that's true. Everything that's true for you. Okay? So that's what's happening right now. All these beautiful, beautiful energies are coming in, stepping in. All these unions, soul connections, this knowing of eternal love, everlasting promise is happening right now. And then I want to see the ending message from Spirit. Wow! Oh my God, ascending. This is not a mistake, right? Do you see how beautiful this is? I didn't pull these cards. I didn't even look at these cards. I'm pulling them right now as I'm speaking to you. This is the closing message from Spirit. Look how freaking beautiful that is. We started with a past energy of this. Stabbed in the back, past life energies, all this bullshit we've brought forward into this life right now. If we're on the soul plane right now, we have chosen to be born in this time right now because we all want to be a part of this major transformation, this major ascending, this major awakening. And this is what's happened. This is the past energy, right? We've taken all this bullshit, just picture dragging a heavy bag of bullshit, right? Throwing it over your shoulder because this is all past energy. And we said, okay, this is the shit I'm going to fix. And then going through all this energy, and bam, this is it. We're all ascending. This is what ascension is. Okay, this is what awakening is, Spirit says. This is what it is. It's recognizing the little things. It's recognizing the bullshit energy we've carried within ourselves, even if it's just a little tiny bit, even if it's just a little bit of letting go of pride, of letting go of your ego and saying I'm sorry and moving forward and moving towards those ones that give us that boost, give us that energetic boost of love and confidence. That's what ascension is. That's what ascending is. And that's what's going on in the world right now. It's huge transformation, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. That's what ascending is. So if you think you're not awakening, okay? So if you think you don't understand what awakening is, if you think you don't understand what ascending is as a soul, well, I'm telling you right now, this is what it is. All these things I've just explained to you, that's what ascending is. It's not this huge mystery, okay? Okay, look, it's not this huge mystery that's way out there. It's way out there and it's way away from me and I can't understand it. It's not this guru sitting on a mountain going, it's not nothing like that. It's just the simple little things inside of us that we can transcend and we can push through. And we push through those obstacles within our own freaking souls. That's ascending. That's what's happening right now. So I'm telling you, if you're anything like me right now and you feel this surge so much that you almost want to cry, because that's what we're doing. That's what's happening right now. This ascension, huge ascension and growth. And even if you feel like it's just baby steps, or maybe it's not even very many steps at all, it's huge. Because what you're doing, Spirit says, is you're transcending this. You're never going to come back and have another life like this, what you just had. If you transcend even a tiny bit of pride, even a tiny bit of ego, okay, if you transcend a little bit of fear, a deep fear that you have, and you can and jump over that obstacle, and you can push past that obstacle, you will never drag that into another life. Do you see how that is ascending? Sorry, my camera might have just flashed, but my low battery light came on. Sorry. Anyway, but do you see that that's ascending? This is what ascending means. This is what awakening means. It's being aware. It's being aware that we have this ability. We have this choice within ourselves to transcend every obstacle and be better than we used to be. That's huge growth. And I'm telling you right now, our spirit guides on the other side, our ascended masters and our soul council and all our loved ones on the other side are saying, fuck yeah! Do it! You're doing it! You know, they're cheering us on. They're cheering us on. They're saying, right on. Right fucking on, dude. You're doing it. So don't be afraid. Grab it. Go with it. Love it. Enjoy yourself. Appreciate yourself for who you are as a soul. And ride with it, baby. Ride with it. Because you are ascending. You are ascending, Spirit says. You're doing it right now. And there's nothing more beautiful than that. There's nothing more beautiful than surpassing our own obstacles. Surpassing our own fears, our own ego, our own pride. And never having to go back and do that shit again. Ever. You'll never have to live another life of dealing with that because you are ascending. That's what ascension is. So grab it, go with it, roll with it. Love yourself for everything that you are and just keep pushing forward. Because it just can't get any better than that. In this life, right now, there's nothing better than that. Oh, wow. Spirit had a lot of stuff to say, guys. The universe has a lot to say. And our spirit guides have our backs. And our higher selves have our backs. You know, there's just... Love yourself. Love yourself for everything that you are, Spirit says. Don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever give up on yourself. Because even the struggles are a growth. Even the struggles are ascending. Because all you're doing is recognizing it. You're sitting in that energy and you're recognizing it. That's soul growth. That's soul growth. You can't get any better than that. Ah, I fucking love this message. I love what Spirit had to say today. I love it. I hope you love it too. I hope you love it too, guys. All right. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this video with anybody and everybody you possibly can, okay? Please, let's get this message out there. If anybody, even one person watches this video and you know of one other person you can share this video with, please do so. Let's get this message out, okay? Let's get this message out to as many fucking people as we can, okay? And even if you think the people that you want to share this video with may not get it, they're going to get it. Okay, if this message calls to you, then it will call to others. It's a soul growth that's happening, and being aware of it is what helps us all. Being aware of it and patting ourselves on the back and patting each other on the back is how we also ascend. Okay? So please hit that like, subscribe, share this video. And if you guys, because this takes so much energy out of me, it really does take a lot of energy out of me. It drains me. You know, I would appreciate any donations you can to my channel. I really would. The link is below. Please do so, because I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I'm here. This is my calling, is to help everyone grow. Okay, so if you guys can do that, I'd really appreciate it. All right, I love you guys very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And please comment below. I want to hear all those messages, all right? I love you guys. Take care. Bye.